3 speeches. Our first speech will be from Kathleen McNulty. Kathleen has asked me to share this information with you. Most people would agree that being able to plan, organize, manage time, and stay on track toward the goal are keys to success in school. We call these executive function skills. There is considerable research about how and when the brain develops executive skills. We begin developing these skills as toddlers and continue to grow our expertise into our mid-20s. Kathleen's speech tonight, entitled How to Avoid Strangling Your Teenager, Kathleen defines executive skills and provides tips on how to improve those skills for teens so that they can be more academically successful. Please welcome Kathleen McNulty.
Greetings, fellow Toastmasters. If you've ever lived with a teenager or taught one, you know what the chaos is in a teenager's brain. One of their favorite things to do to irritate their teachers and their parents is to avoid homework. And we've all heard lots of excuses from our kids about why the homework didn't show up at school. Here's my personal favorite for Mr. Ramirez. Our student is Joey, and Joey says, Mr. Ramirez, I was in the lunch area today, and someone was criticizing you. And I knew it was wrong, and I had to do something about it. So I went all through my backpack looking for something to throw at him. And all I could find was today's homework assignment. And I let him have it. That's not the only way our teenagers progress. They actually do their homework, and then they don't turn it in. They have backpacks that are so full of papers, waste, food, and the detritus of life that they're biohazard areas. And my all-time favorite, they have no idea when the next quiz is or the next test. And they're just planning to win it. We all know students like this. And the funny thing is, a lot of times we know that they were really smart in elementary school, very bright. We know that they can achieve successfully in school. But something happens around middle school and high school when the organizational demands become greater. They just can't keep their act together. Why does this happen to Joey and to other students who are like Joey? There's some research that shows that it's a lack of what are called executive function skills. Executive function skills are what is like an air traffic control system in your brain. Helps you organize things. So those skills help us integrate and manage information. They help us focus our thinking. They help us filter out distractions. And they help us mentally switch when we need to and do it quickly. If you think about John F. Kennedy Airport, if you've been there before, and all of it is going on in the airport with all of the planes coming in, all of the runways going in, and then you get a weather event. Everything has to change. And it has to change quickly and effectively and for the good of all. That's what we have to learn, or what we do learn through executive function skills. Why would it be that some kids just don't develop them timely? There is a lot of research about what a student needs for the foundation of those skills. It has to do with the relationships that they have, what the activities they have as a youth, where they live, play, and learn are all factors. We don't have time to get into all of those, so I would tell you that the cliff notes are just simply that they need good role models, they need encouragement and guidance in being independent, they need social interaction with their peers, and they need a creative and safe environment. Now let's talk about reality. Very few people have all of that, and Joey in particular, it's too late for him to go back and have good relationships or to go back and have a quality environment to grow up in. What can we do to help him? I have a few ideas I'm going to share. The first thing I would have Joey do is do a little self-assessment. And this is a document that's available, there are different types widely available. It will take Joey 10 minutes to fill this out. And it's going to ask him things like, how often does he put off homework or chores? Most of the time, or never, or something in between. When he's done with this, he's going to have a short list of the things he's good at, and a short list of the things where he needs improvement. And the idea will be to use the positive side to counteract the negative side. Then, to get a little more specific for him, I would have him fill out one other questionnaire, which is more of a problem checklist. And this is much more granular. Another 10 minutes investment of time. And the student would answer or check things, behaviors that the student relates to, things that the student experiences on a regular basis. So it might be things like not using or knowing how to design an organizational system, losing assignments or important papers, not making a study plan. Once Joey's finished with this, we'll identify one or two, at the most 3 areas for Joey to go in and work on. And for Joey, he definitely has organizational issues. His plan is going to be to use an app on his phone so that he can keep track of his notes. He's going to clear a space at home for his work area, and he will also use his iPad to keep track of his assignments. Will Joey forget to turn in an assignment again? Yes, he most certainly will. When he does, he doesn't have to say, the dog ate my homework. He can say, I have a plan, I'm working on it. Didn't do so well on this one, but I'll do better next time.